Hello everyone, welcome to Static GK Quiz number 195. This video is aimed to help you with your state and central government exams like SSC, UPSC, state PSCs and banking related examinations like RRB and IBPS. I'm Ritrisha from GKToday and I'll be taking you through this. Buckingham Canal is located in which of the following states in India? The correct answer is both Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. The Buckingham Canal is a 420-kilometer long salt water navigation canal running parallel to the Coromandel coast of South India from the Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh to Villupuram district in Tamil Nadu, declared National Waterway of India. As you can see on the map, it stretches through both states. Which of the following policies was launched in 1992 just after the end of Cold War following the collapse of the Soviet Union? The correct answer is Look East policy. India's Look East policy was for the first time pursued by Narasimha Rao government in 1992. Under this policy, India focused its attention towards Southeast Asia, which was long neglected during the Cold War period. This policy was further cemented by successive prime ministers and now converted into Act East policy by the current government. With the direction India's foreign policy is taking, this policy becomes more relevant for the upcoming UPSC, SSC and bank examinations. Which of the following is used by RBI to curb borrowing powers of the banks? The correct answer is open market operations. An open market operation is an activity by a central bank to give liquidity in its currency to a bank or a group of banks. India's open market operation is much influenced by the fact that it is a developing country and that the capital flows are very different from those in developed countries. Thus, India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, has to make policies and use instruments accordingly. Which of the following is an initiative of European Union that involves the creation of a zone for the euro wherein all electronic payments are considered domestic and the difference between national and intra-European cross-border payments does not exist? The correct answer is Single Euro Payment Area. The Single Euro Payments Area is a payment integration initiative of the European Union for simplification of bank transfers denominated in euro. Agricultural census is done every how many years? So it's done every 5 years. Agricultural census forms part of a broader system of collection of agricultural statistics. It is a large-scale statistical operation for the collection and derivation of quantitative information about the structure of agriculture in the country. An agricultural operational holding is the ultimate unit for taking decision for development of agriculture at a micro level. Many a time we read in the newspapers about subprime crisis. In simple terms, the subprime crisis was triggered because of the following lending activities of the banks. Correct answer is lending to people who could not return loans. A huge example of it is the global subprime crisis of 2007, which emerged in the US housing mortgage market and gradually snowballed into a global financial crisis, leading to a global economic recession. There was a rapid growth in India's international trade in goods as well as services during this time. Which among the following products have global investment horizon? Correct answer is sovereign wealth funds. A sovereign wealth fund or sovereign investment fund is a state-owned investment fund that invests in real and financial assets such as stocks, bonds, real estate, precious metals, or in alternative investments such as private equity fund or hedge funds. Sovereign wealth funds invest globally. Which among the following is intended to be a family of standards relating to risk management codified by the International Organization for Standardization or ISO? The correct answer is ISO 31000. ISO 31000 is a family of standards relating to risk management codified by the International Organization for Standardization. The purpose of ISO 31000 of 2009 is to provide principles and genetic guidelines on risk management. ISO 31000 seeks to provide a universal recognized paradigm for practitioners and companies employing risk management processes to replace the myriad of existing standards, methodologies, and paradigms that differed between industries, subject matters, and regions. So what it basically does is makes risk management globally quantifiable. That is, the same standards are applied all over the regions. Which among the following is a monetary policy that centers around the ability to conduct transactions of local financial assets into foreign financial assets freely and at market determined exchange rates? Correct answer is capital account convertibility. Capital account convertibility means the freedom to convert local financial assets into foreign financial assets and vice versa at market determined rates of exchange. This implies that capital account convertibility allows anyone to freely move from local currency into foreign currency and back. Which among the following is not an international agreement centered around finance and economic cooperation? Correct answer is Kyoto Protocol. The Kyoto Protocol is an international treaty which extends the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change that commits state parties to reduce greenhouse gases of emissions that is based on scientific consensus that global warming is occurring and it is extremely likely that human-made CO2 emissions have predominantly caused it. The Kyoto Protocol was adopted in Kyoto, Japan on 11 December 1997 and entered into force on 16 February 2005. There are currently 192 parties to the protocol. Canada was one country that withdrew from the protocol effective from December 2012. That's all for today's quiz. Until the next video, goodbye.